We open website or web application in web browser, which gets loaded from a central computer or system. Here, the browser is client and the serving system is called server. The clients can be various type of devices like mobile, tablets, PCs, etc. Each client may have different browsers to access the website. Few examples of web browser are Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Chrome, Safari, or Opera. There are many other browsers available which end user can use to access the website or web application. As a web developer, we must consider this scenario while designing UI of the application. We may design separate UI for each type of device based on screen size. Or we can design responsive UI which will work on all devices. A server is a powerful computer that stores the files and data of a website, such as HTML files, images, styles, scripts, databases, and other server-side executables. When you open a browser and open a website or web application, the browser sends request to server. The request may be of type HTTP or HTTPS based on web address you type in browser. By default, it sends HTTP request. HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Protocol is a set of rules that govern how data is transmitted or received in a network. Similarly, HTTPS is also same protocol as HTTP protocol. The S here stands for secure. The difference between HTTP and HTTPS is that HTTPS transmits and receives data securely. We can call HTTPS an encrypted version of HTTP. Nowadays, we prefer to serve the website and web applications over HTTPS protocol to protect the communication and browsing data. HTTP uses port 80 for communication, and HTTPS uses port 443. When we request a web page in browser, like this URL, it means we are using it as this. Here we use colon, which separates the web address and port. Since it is an HTTP request, it automatically sends the request to port 80 of the server. So we don't need to mention the port number in every request. Similarly, it sends the request to port 443 for HTTPS request. The server machine has special software installed to handle such requests called web server. Based on server operating system and preference of developer or system admin, the server may have different web servers installed. It may be Nginx, Apache, Microsoft's Internet Information Services, Apache Tomcat, or any other. Once request is made, web server receives the request and process it and send the response back to the client. Browser then starts reading the response. This step is called parsing, after which the browser begins to display the web page on your screen. This process is called rendering. Generally, the response is HTML file, containing many other links or references to resources it requires. It may be images, CSS, JavaScript, or any other kind of files. Browser loads all the associated resources, one by one, using separate request for each resource. The browser creates a map of the web page's structure called the document object model. This is how the browser communicates with the server to load a website. Each time you click a link or submit a form, a new request is made to the server, and the process repeats. Understanding this gives you insight into the basic mechanics of how the website or web application works. In next session, we are going to dive deeper into these concepts and learn the important aspects of building a website.